In the last video lecture, I had started chapter number 4 of statistics, that is time series. In that, I had explained you the meaning, importance and components of time series. Also, I had started the first method out of the 3 methods of measuring trend, that is the graphical method. In that, I had explained you exercise 4.1 question number 1. Now, in this video lecture, I am going to explain you question number 4 of the same exercise, that is exercise 4.1. Let us read the question that is on page number 165 of your textbook. The data about the closing prices of shares of a company for 10 days are given in the following table. Obtain trend using graphical method. Now over here the data of 10 different days of the prices of shares of a company that are given to you, and from that you have to find the trend as per graphical method. Okay, so here you can see I have drawn a graph. The basic things how to draw a graph I had already explained in the last video lecture, and also you are familiar in the lower standards you already studied how to draw or represent the data in the graph. Okay, that is on the horizontal line that is called x-axis, and the vertical line that is called y-axis. And what you are representing on x-axis that you have to write over here, that is over here we are representing time. So I am writing time over here on x-axis, and on y-axis I am representing price of shares. And also scale is very important to be written in each and every graph. Over here I have written the scale that should be written on the top right corner of your graph paper. Okay, that is x-axis is equal to 1 centimeter is equal to 1 day. As you can see over here, I have kept the gap of 1 day in each and every data on x-axis. So 1 centimeter is equal to 1 day. And in case of y-axis, the scale that I have taken, that is 1 centimeter is equal to rupees 5. Here you can see the data that has been given to you in the question. The lowest value of the price of share, that is 297, and the highest value, that is 329. Okay, so accordingly you can see the first value that I have taken 295. Okay, why I have taken 295? Because if I start with 10, 15, 20 or 25, then a very long vertical line would come of y-axis. This will not be possible to represent on graph paper. So initially I have started with 295. Now you can see the gap between 0 to 295 is not equal compared to the other data. Okay, so I have to do this line, zigzag line compulsory. This is a representation that over here equal gap has not been kept. Okay, so over here first of all we have to do a zigzag line, and then starting with the first price, that is 295. Okay, now after 295, then 300, I have kept the gap of 5 rupees amongst two data. So you can see 295, 300, 305, up till last the highest price of the share that has been given to you, that is 329. So I have carried forward the values up till 330 on y-axis. Okay, now after deciding the scale, putting the values on x-axis and y-axis, will plot all the data that has been given to you in the question on the graph paper. The first data, that is day 1, that is given to price 297. So you can see 297 on first day, that is 297 over here. Second day it is given to you 300. On the third day it is given to you 304. On the fourth day it is given to you 299. On the fifth day it is given to you 324. On the sixth day it is given to you 320. On the seventh day it is given to you 318. On 8th day it is given to you 324. On the 9th day it is given to you, that is the highest value, 329. And on the 10th day the last value, that is 328. So you have to just put the point on that particular point where it is intersecting, that is 1 day and the price of the share. Accordingly second day and the price of the share. Okay, accordingly you put the points on the graph, and then afterwards you join all the points with a line segment. By joining all the points of the line segment, you will get the original time series. That is the original time series according to the data that has been given to you in the question. Okay, now from that original time series you have to draw a trend line. Okay, here you can see I have drawn a trend line that is passing through one of the point of the original time series. So in this way, students, you have to draw the trend line. So that's the end of the sum. And this is a very easy and simple method, that is the graphical method, where no any mathematical calculations are to be done. Just you have to plot all the data that has been given to you in the question and draw the line segment passing through that points. And from that original time series, you have to draw a trend line. Okay, so that's the end of the sum. Now after completion of the first method of measuring trend, that is graphical method, today I am going to start with the second method of measuring trend, that is method of least square. Okay, now method of least square, in order to remove the limitations of the graphical method, that is the uniformity is not being maintained and the estimates would be differing from person to person. Also accuracy cannot be maintained in the graphical method, that all limitations are overcome in the least square method, because here the calculation is done by applying the proper equations. Okay, so the accuracy and correct estimates can be available. Here you can see I have placed or written on the board three different formulas. First formula, that is B. A and B are constants. Students in chapter number 2 and 3, that is correlation, regression, already these type of formulas that you have studied. In regression also you have studied the formula of B, that is n sigma xy. Over here only the variation or the difference is there. In place of x you write t over here, that is denoting time. Okay, so in place of x just t here place, otherwise the entire formula is the same as that of regression. Okay, so it is very easy to remember, that is n sigma ty minus sigma t into sigma y upon n sigma t square minus sigma t into sigma y. Okay, after applying this formula, finding the value of p, you have to find the value of a. Now how to find the value of a? That is y bar minus b t bar. Okay, after finding the value of a and b, you have to find the y cap. Now what is y cap? I have already explained in the chapter of linear regression that it is the estimated value of y, that is y cap. Okay, so estimated value of y is equal to a plus bt. You have found the value of a and b by both these equations, and you will be asked to find the data of y at a particular time or of particular year. Accordingly, you put the year in time and you will find the estimated value of y. Okay, so these are very easy formulas. Students, you have to remember these three formulas for this method, that is method of least square. Now after understanding the formulas of the method of least square, let us understand the advantages and disadvantages of this method. That is on page number 165 of your textbook. The first advantage, that is absolutely mathematical, hence the future estimates do not change subjectively with the person. The estimates are uniform or perfect as the mathematical calculation of equations are being applied over here. So uniformity can be maintained in between the answers of each and every person. The next one, that is the trend estimates can be obtained by this method for each of the given values of t. It means you can find the trend value of each and every time period. It means from 2000, if the data is given of 2001 to 2002, 2003, of all the time periods you can find the trend estimates. So each and every time period the trend estimates can be found out by the method of least square. Next one, third important point, that is the trend estimates can also be obtained for intermediate periods. Now intermediate periods, it means suppose the time is second year and the third year. Now it has been told to you to find the trend line or to find the trend estimates for the period between second year and third year. It means 2.5. So you can take the value of t as 2.5 and you can find the trend estimates. So even the trend can be obtained, or you can measure the trend even of the intermediate periods by the method of least square. So this is also one of the advantage of least square method. Now as there are advantages, same there are disadvantages also of this method. That is, first one, this method requires extensive calculation to find a trend. Naturally, graphical method, there were no mathematical calculations, but uniformity or accuracy was not achieved. That limitations were overcome in this method. But over here, mathematical calculations are there that are too lengthy, but ultimately for getting perfection, we have to find the answer by mathematical calculations. So long calculations are to be done in order to find the trend as per method of least square. Second one, the reliability of estimated values obtained by this method is less if an appropriate type of trend curve and a suitable equation is not fitted. It means if you have not applied the proper or the suitable equation, then naturally the trend line or the answer may not come correct. But this is not the limitation of this method. It is the limitation of the person who is applying this method. If by mistake he has written wrong equation, then naturally the answer could come wrong. So ultimately the limitations are such that can be overcome, and looking at the advantages of this method, today we are going to start the practical sum of this method, that is exercise 4.2. Okay. Now after understanding the method of least square, the formulas, advantages and disadvantages of that method, let us start with the practical sum, that is of exercise 4.2, question 1, that is on page number 172 of your textbook. The information about death rate of a state in different years is given in the following table. It means the death rate data has been given to you of different years, has been given in the form of a table. Fit a linear equation to find trend and hence estimate the death rate for the year 2017. It means whatever the data that has been given of death rate, that is up till 2015, you have to find the estimated death rate for the year 2017 from the data that has been given to you. Okay, so you have to apply the method of least square over here. You can see the year and death rate has been given to you. So according to the board, I have written the year, that is from 2009 to 2015, that has been given to you. That means n value, that is 7. So total number of observations, that is 7 from 2009 to 2015. Now always T, that you have to take in chronological order, that is from ascending order, ascending to descending order, always starting from first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So total number of observation, that is 7. Okay. So n value sigma t, total of t, that would come to 28. If you do 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7, you will get the value of t, that is 28. So sigma t is equal to 28. Okay. Then afterwards death rate, that is y, that is given to you in the question. 7.6, 6.9, 7.1, 7.3, 7.2, 6.9 and 6.9. That has been given to you in the question. Then afterwards you have to find Ty, because according to our formula we need the value of sigma Ty. Okay, so multiplication of T and y. So T into y, that means first one value you can see 1 into 7.6, it would come to 7.6. 2 into 6.9, it would come to 13.8. 3 into 7.1, that is 21.3. 4 into 7.3 will come to 29.2. 5 into 7.2 will come to 36. 6 into 6.9 will come to 41.4. And 7 into 6.9 will come to 48.3. It means you have to multiply T and Y in order to get the Ty multiplication in the fourth column. Okay. Now after finding the value of Ty, that is T into y, you have to find T square. It means you have to multiply the value of T twice. Here you can see first value, that is 1. So 1 square, it will come 1. 2 square means 4. 3 square means 9. 4 square 16. 5 square 25. 6 square 36. And 7 square, that will come to 49. Now after finding the values of all the columns, we will do the total of each net column. And you can see n total, that is 7. Sigma t already I have explained, that is 28. Now sigma y, that is the total of y, that will come to 49.9. Then after sigma t y, means total of t multiplied by y, it will come to 197.6. And sigma t square, total of t square, that will come to 140. Now after finding the all the values, we have to find one by one all the data. First of all, we have to find t bar and y bar. T bar is equal to sigma t upon n. Okay, so sigma t bar already we have found out in the table, that is 28, and total number of n, that is observation, that is 7. So 28 divided by 7 is equal to 4. In the same way, y bar is equal to sigma y upon n. So it will become sigma y, already we have found out, that is 49.9. So 49.5 upon n, that will be same, that is 7. So 49.9 divided by 7, say y bar, that will come to 7.13. Okay. Now after finding t bar and y bar, our next step is to apply the main formula, that is to find the value of b. Okay. That is n sigma t by minus sigma t. Students, you have to remember this formula by heart. That is n sigma t by minus sigma t into sigma pi upon n sigma t square minus sigma t whole square. In each and every sum, compulsory formula is to be written. Even though your calculation is wrong, if you have written the correct formula, then you will be getting the marks accordingly if your formula is correct. Okay. So in each and every sum, you have to write So 28 into 49.9 upon 7 into bracket sigma t square. Sigma t square value that came to 140. So 7 into 140 minus sigma t whole square. What was the value of sigma t? That is 28. So 28 whole square. Okay. After placing all the data, we will do the calculation. First of all, 7 into 197.6. It would come to 1383.2 minus 28 into 49.9. Okay. That would come to 1397.2. In denominator, 7 into 140, it would come 980 minus 28 square, it's 28 into 28. It would come to 784. Now first of all, calculating the numerator, subtracting these two values, you will get the answer that is minus 40, and in denominator 980 minus 784, it will come to 196. Okay. Now here negative sign, because this value is bigger, so in numerator it will become negative. Okay. Now we will divide minus 40 upon 196. By dividing these two values, we will get the value of b, that is minus 0.07. Students, if answer is coming negative, don't forget to put the negative sign, because if by mistake you don't put the negative sign, it will come plus. If you will write here plus, and if you write plus over here, consecutive answers of a and the estimated value of y, that will come wrong because of one particular sign. So see that you put the negative sign if the answer is coming in negative. Don't forget to put it. Okay. Now after finding the value of b, next step is to find the value of a. Now a formula, that is y bar minus b t bar. Okay. Y bar value already we have found out in the first step itself, that is y bar came, that was 7.13. So same value we put over here, that is 7.13 minus b value already we have found out just now, that is minus 0.07. So minus, outside there is minus, inside in bracket also written minus 0.07, and the value of t bar already we have found it in the first step, that is 4. Okay. So minus 0.07 into 4. Okay. Now I open the bracket and minus will become plus over here. So 7.13 plus 0.07 into 4, if you do, then you will get 0.28. Now you add these two values, you will get the value of a, that is 7.41. Now after finding the value of a and b, next step is to find the y cap. It means the estimated value of y. Okay. Now y cap equation, that is a plus bt. Okay. A, that is 7.41, already we found out just now, that is 7.41, plus b value that came to minus 0.07, and t as it is, because still we have not found the estimated value of y. This is just the equation for y cap. Now we are finding the estimated death rate for 2017. See students, in the question it has been mentioned that fit a linear equation to find trend and hence estimate the death rate for the year 2017. You have to estimate from the data that has been given to you from 2009 to 2015. Now after calculating the time series or the trend, you have to estimate the death rate for the year 2017. So you can see for 2015 year, I have taken the time, that is 7. So for 2017 it would come 9. Yes or no? For 2015 it is 7. Then for 2016 it would come 8. Then for 2017 it would come 9. So we have been asked in the question to find the estimated death rate for the year 2017. So the value of t that you will take as 9. Okay. So here you can see I have written heading, that is estimated death rate for the year 2017. In the same equation which we have found, that is for y cap, 7.41 minus plus minus, it will become minus. So minus 0.07, and t value I have taken 9 because 2017 and t whole value would come as 9. Okay. So 0.07 into 9, multiplying both the values, it would come to 0.63. Okay. Now 7.41 minus 0.63 is equal to 6.78. Means the estimated death rate for the year 2017, that is coming to 6.78. So that was the end of the sum, students. Do revise this sum again by referring the video lecture again. And the next video lecture still will be continuing with this method, that is method of least square. Till then, goodbye. Keep practicing. Stay blessed.